Alright, what's up everybody? I'm back with part 4 of What If Deku Was Experimented On. Now, wait, actually real quick, do you guys know how to pronounce my name? Like my channel name? I don't think you guys do. I think it's like, alright, so it's Kree Eto, you know, like Kree and then Eto. I don't think I ever like said that, so there you guys go if you ever wanted to know, I guess. But, last part, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. I was in that Sharingan stage, bro. Like, like I guess out of nowhere I made a video and I don't even remember making it. So I guess that's something. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of just making this because eh, I feel like I gotta make it up. But thing is, I didn't watch my previous thing, so I kind of don't remember that much. But I'm gonna just go with it. So I'm pretty sure in the last part, I ended up giving Deku a fire quirk, which was alright, but it didn't make that much sense. But I'm gonna say like his rage that he felt when he seen All Might kind of getting destroyed. It was like the equivalent of someone coming up and spilling your milk over. That's the equivalent of how mad that boy got. Oh man, I don't know what I'm talking about. I swear I'm not on Sharingan mode anymore. But oh, that's so stupid, man. I talk about me going back in time. But anyway, so yeah, I left off on the USJ. I'm gonna say during the break, Deku, he had to go back to the laboratory because, he had the doctors always said, like, if he ever discovered a new quirk, he was forced and required to go tell them, or else, he'll get tortured again. So he does that. He says like how he got fire and all that, and they were like, okay, you finally got that one. We gave that to you when you were like 2 or something. So Deku was like, dang, like inside of his head, he's like, dang, like how many quirks do I have? So it's like that. And then they also say like, oh, so not only that, but apparently you can build quirks together. Like, we weren't expecting that, but it had to happen eventually. So Deku was like, okay, yeah, I can see that because I did combine two, like the strength and the fire. So yeah, he's basically even more of a god. He's beyond. But let's see. Um, yeah. So what happens after USJ? The sports festival. All right. So yeah, Deku is still required to train during the 3 weeks and like get experimented on because he's he has to. But during the times that he does get to go see his mom, they just kept on talking, and then his mom, Inko, brought up the fact like him and Bakugo used to play with each other when they were still like little kids. Deku doesn't remember it, but yeah, I'm gonna say like when they were basically babies, like Inko and Bakugo's mom, I think their name was like Miski or something. They were friends, so they did let their kids like see each other. But Deku never knew that, so he was like, "Oh, that's something. I guess I can bring that up to Bakugo." And then, so they just have that moment. All Might does still like train him, but he not only does he train him, but he goes to the laboratory one day during the break, like with Deku. Because I'm gonna say the people, like higher ups, they told All Might to come with them to do to see, like, witness the procedure. So after hearing that, Deku's like tells All Might, make sure that you pay close attention because I don't know exactly what they're doing. I just know that something's happening, and I want you to tell me the experience of what you see. So All Might said, okay, yeah, sure. So they start the procedure, and All Might is instantly just horrified. Like, he's just, what are you guys doing to this kid? Like, he sees he sees them tearing into Deku's arm. Then it gets regenerated, and then they put like blood into him because that's how they get the quirks. And they just do it over and over and over until like Deku's basically wore out, but he can't see or feel anything unless he's being tortured, because then he can feel everything. But it's just, dude, it's crazy, bro. Like, you thought Eri was on a level. Nah, man, this is way farther than that, bro. But All Might sees that, and he's like yelling at all the doctors and everything, like, and scientists. What are you guys doing? Like, this is like a kid. Like, you can't do this. Like, but then they say like, oh, it's required. Like, we're not forced to. But then again, we don't care about him either. So that just gets All Might even more upset. And then after like an hour and a half of it is done, like they're all finished, and Deku, he's just instantly thrown out because they still don't care about him. So what's the point? And then All Might, he basically carries Deku like to his, I'm gonna say the beach, because that's their spot. So he just lets him sit there for about 30 minutes. And then when Deku finally like reawakens because of his regeneration, he asked All Might like what happened. And All Might, he's just like, kid, I gotta help you. But Deku, he's like, no, I'm forced to, like, I can't. I was told like if I stop, then they will torture me and torture me forever. Which is true. Like, yo, they don't care about him at all. Like, he's just he nothing. He's basically like a piece of paper just hovering over a fire pit. That's basically the equivalent of what Deku is to them. So, bro, it's crazy. I don't know how many times I could say that, bro. Like, he just he's nothing. But All Might, he's still like, I gotta help you. Like, there has to be a way. Like, what do you mean by torture? Like, what do you like? What? How do they torture you? That looked like pretty torturous to me. But then Neku says like, well, what they just did, they do that, but I can feel everything for 3 hours straight. And All Might, he's just, nah. He's like, no, we're getting you out of there right now. But Deku's like, no, I gotta do this because I'm their weapon. So All Might just leaves it for now, but in the back of his mind, he's planning like how he's gonna get Deku out of there, like out of that situation forever. So I'm gonna say Bakio and Deku, like, they do talk, because I don't know, are they friends? I forgot. I'm sorry. I think they're friends. They're rivals. I'll give it to that. I'll give it that. Yeah, yeah, they're rivals. So they're not friends, but they're rivals. They're all right. And you know, rivals do rival stuff. They spar. They do all that. Sometimes, like, I say, they do it 1 to 3 times. Oh wait, no wait. Didn't Deku like beat Bakugo 40 times in this one? I'm pretty sure, yeah. And they're rivals, so they train with each other 3 times. And then finally, the 3 weeks is over. Deku got all of his experimenting done. Doesn't know any of the quirks that he just got because he gets the blood, but he doesn't know what it is. He was training his fire quirk though, and manipulating it, so it's like bigger and like better to the extent of what it could be. So they go back into school. Um, Aizawa says like, "Hey yo, like, even though you guys are back, you already know, sports festival." And I'm gonna say Deku gets that grin, but then it instantly goes down because he has to tell, the higher ups, and he doesn't want to do that. So I'm gonna say some people, and most people, yeah, Bakugo definitely sees it, and he's still in his mind because you know he knows what's up. Like there's something up with all of the because he knows I'm pretty sure only Bakugo knows about the teleportation quirk that Deku has. So he knows that something's up. And Deku instantly wipes away the frown because he can't he doesn't want to show off emotions. So yeah, when they hear that, it's yeah, they just train for another day or so. I'm gonna give it 2 days. And then boom, skip right to the sports festival. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't anything before the sports festival actually happened. Maybe there was some canon stuff, like canon lore, but I don't really care about that. Whoops, I'm sorry. I just dropped something. But I wonder if have I even been paying attention to what I've been saying for the past 10 minutes or so? Nah. Nah, but seriously though, let's see. I'm gonna say yeah, they're about to do the race. So I'm gonna say Deku, he did tell the higher ups, but then they're show off everything that you know. They just plan outside it, just say just do anything that you know that you can do right now. Show off all your quirks. At first, Deku was confused, but then he realized I have to terrify these people. So after that, Deku's told to go on the podium. Yeah, okay, that's what happened. Okay, shoot, I forgot. Yeah, Deku's told to go on the podium because he did get first, and he's just I have to show off. So he's like, what can I say to let everyone know that I'm about to win this match? So he's just screw it, and he just shows off all of his electricity. There's lightning coming down from the sky from his strength. There's wind going all around the place. There's fire coming out of him. He basically looks like the Avatar at that point. That's basically what he looks like. Actually, yeah, okay. Just look at the picture. Just look at the picture. Add some fire around it. That's the equivalent. And then after that's all done, everyone just screams, but then he just stops right there. And he's like, "Yeah, as you could clearly see, I'm about to win." And then he just walks off. Dropping the mic because he was holding it. And they were just like, well, shoot, we're gonna lose. So yeah, now it's time for the race. And everyone's saying oh yeah, they're gonna win the race, but Deku instead of his head, he's like, ooh, if only you knew, boy. Nah, I should stop. I should stop. But nah, he's thinking that. So everyone they say go, and everyone takes off, but Deku, he's just sitting there. He's like, 1, 2, 3. He counts up to 5, and he's just and then teleports all the way to the finish. So everyone's just like, well, what? I thought he had fire and lightning and oh, he has multiple abilities. That's what everyone thinks because they all stupid. They're like, oh, that dude got multiple abilities. Okay, got multiple quirks. How's that possible? I don't know. What would the extras think? That's what you got to think in life. What would extras think? Yo, that's actually a good quote. I should use that inside of my actual head whenever I'm out. But you know, there's that, and he basically won the race. Bakugo came in second because he was like, nah, man, I ain't getting no third. So he's just boom. And then Todoroki, the boy who got disrespected in the movie, and daddy issues. Okay, nah, I gotta stop. Todoroki's actually pretty chill. Just not at the beginning of the anime. And yeah, so he wins that one. And then I think the next one is the horseback riding thing. Yeah. Bro, I just thought of a horse piggyback riding on a pig, bro. That's... I swear I'm not on no Sharingan, I swear. Bro, this is my actual thoughts, man. Oh my god. I'm so sorry if you guys actually want to watch this stuff for, like, plot. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. How much time is left? Yeah, I still got time. Um, so yeah, I need to hurry up though. So yeah, they start. Deku, he starts off by himself, but you know, Uraraka comes up. You know, I'm gonna say it's only those two because ain't no one else thinking like smart wise. Because if I seen that one dude, the top dude, like the top notch that has the most power in the entire like world, basically, is just right there, I'm gonna be like, yo, instant win, let's go. But nope. Also, I'm gonna say like Deku, he just rejects everyone else because they're all extras. So you know, it's just them two, and Deku's like, you just wanna like, you just wanna be right there. And then you know, she was like, oh, are you just gonna do all the work? So Deku's like, yeah, sure, might as well. And it starts. Everything goes like canon, but Deku, he basically doesn't exist because no one's going near him. I'm gonna say the only one that goes near him is probably Bakugo, but nah, he got the wind pushed back, and Bakugo was like, not yet, not yet. We'll do it the fighting way. So you know, everything else really goes canon except for Deku because he's a god. Actually, no, at this point he's beyond, just by a bit, and bro, I swear, but I'm gonna say like actually though, some of the agents for the higher ups like they're there in the very like back of the crowd because they do have to like witness what Deku's doing. So, you know, there's that. And should I just make it so Deku has the electricity quirk or should I like yeah. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, might as well. You know, I'm gonna just say like that's another quirk that he found out, but that was like a long time ago. Excuse me. Um. So yeah, he's had that, and I just didn't want to say it because I never thought of it. But yeah, so Deku he just creates like a lightning barrier around him. You know, he's like, you ain't touching me. So they basically just win automatically because why not? The thing's over. Bakugo is still in second because you gotta give him, you know, the two main characters, they have to be 1 and 2. And hmm, what's the next one? Oh yeah, Fighting Boys. Um, yeah. So the first match is Shenso. I think that's his name, right? Yeah. Yeah. I can't speak, as you can clearly see. Um, God, that's a squeaky chair. But yeah, so they fight. I'm gonna say he does hypnotize Deku. Actually, no, he doesn't even. Oh, scratch that. All right. So they're like fighting, not even fighting yet. They're just walking up, and I'm gonna just hypnotize boy. That's his name. He just walks up. He says like, "Hey, you're gonna lose," and Deku replies like, "Oh yeah, sure, bet." And you know, hypnotize boy, he's like, "Oh, easy, like you already lost." But Deku's like, "What do you mean? I'm right here. What do you want?" And you know, he's like, "What? My hypnotize didn't work? That's my name. How did it not work?" But no, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Um, but then Deku, he realizes that, like, did he just try and hypnotize me? So he was like, nah, I ain't having none of that. So he's like, hey boy, did you just try and hypnotize me? And he's like, shoot, I'm about to die. This dude got multiple abilities. I'm about to die. So he just turns around and just walks off, but right before, Deku just flashes, up there, and he just punches him into the wall. And he's like, don't try and be a coward and just walk off while trying to say that you're gonna win. You don't do that. Which is true, you don't do that. You gotta back up your words. Oh man. Um yeah, this is apparently my most liked series. That's cool. Oh my god. I can uh at this point I kind of want haters because I feel like I deserve them. But let's see. So yeah, the rest of the matches they kind of go normal, like canon, except for the ones with Deku because they all lose. I think Deku doesn't fight anybody else until Todoroki, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's say this. All right. Um yeah, Todoroki, his fight. Deku's like he doesn't even use his quirk at that point. Deku's just like, nah, if you ain't gonna use your like half of your quirk, I'm not using any percent of my quirk. So when the higher ups they like the agents they hear that they're like, we don't like that, but let's just see how this goes because that might make him look even stronger. They're just making it positive and all that, and they know it's working. So then Todoroki gets mad like you can't beat me without your quirks, like that's not possible, like you're gonna lose to me even with your power. And Deku's like, you a sad, sad, sad boy with daddy issues. But when Todoroki hears that, he just instantly, without even the countdown, they're just like, yeet, ice. Deku, he just punches it away, like, to the side. Like how people in Dragon Ball just shoot the the little beams and they just wipe it away with one finger. That's basically what just happened. And Todoroki's like, what just happened? So, he's trying to fight his hardest against Deku, who's at 0% power. And Deku, he just runs up and just punches like the living crap out of Todoroki. And he already knows all these box moves, these martial arts moves. He got all the stuff. He got all the smoke. And after that, he's like screaming at Todoroki like, "Use your other half, you stupid idiot! You can't beat me with just the ice." And then Deku realizes like, oh, it's in his name, daddy issues. Yo, that ain't your dad's quirk. So after Todoroki hears that, he's like, shoot, you make a good point, and he just fire instantly, boom. And then Deku's like, oh, okay, 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 let's get you used to your fire, like therapy session right there, instant. And he works up Todoroki's fire, and then Deku says like, "You liking the fire?" And Todoroki's like, "Yeah, dude, I love it." And then that's where he messes up. He's like, "All right, bet." Punches him out with, I'm gonna say 1% of his power because he doesn't want to kill him. He don't want to kill him. If he uses like 2%, he gonna kill him. But yeah, he does that and he wins. And then the rest of them go normal. And now, since Todoroki isn't there, it's Deku versus Bakugo. I'm gonna say, Deku, he's like, hey, yo, you better give me a good fight because you're the only one who could probably stand a chance against me. I don't really know, probably not, but I'm gonna say that Bakugo is strong, but not as strong because he is the second main character, and I feel like they have to be strong-ish compared to the actual main character, but you know, so they fight for a good like 30 seconds with no quirk, So you know, it looks pretty dope. Like everyone's like, "Oh shoot, man, they throwing hands!" Like, "Oh god!" And then after that, they slowly work it up. They work it up, and finally, like Deku's like, "All right, 100% right now." Boom, Baku 100%. I don't even know. He doesn't even have one for all, but I'm gonna just say like, "Yo, he got that boost." So they're both just there, like charging up. You know, saying battle about to happen, and it does. Boom, flashes everywhere. Like, yo, it's going down, and All Might's like, "Does that kid have my quirk?" Oh shoot. I'm sorry. That was a loud cough. Oh god. I'm so sorry if that actually hurt your ears. But he's like, nah, he don't have my quirk. He like flicks his finger just to make sure, like, okay, yeah, he don't have it. So you know, even Bakugo is like, what the heck? Like, where did I get this much power? And I'm gonna just say, because of plot, he's in the realm of Deku and is 100%. So he just automatically got that boost. And I'm gonna say Deku's doing that on purpose because he wants a good fight and he knows that Bakugo's worthy of being in the realm within his power. So, you know, they both have them smiles on, you know. And then it starts to get angry face, like how it is on the picture. But with both of them. So, they're just having the most dope fight that lasts for like another 30 seconds. And then before they destroy the arena, it's called off a tie because even All Might knows, like, shoot, man, these two are about to destroy the world if they keep on fighting. Like, they can feel earthquakes happening right now. So, you know, they call it a draw, and Deku's satisfied with it. You know, he's like, I was going to win anyway, so might as well share it with a worthy competitor, you know what I mean? So, Bakugo's like, shoot, man, I did win, so let's go. You know, they just fist bump and all that because they're not friends, but now they are. Because why not? I keep on getting them confused between the Ultra Instinct and the Experiment. So you know what? They're rivals now. Like they're proper rivals. You know. Like they still hate each other, but they still got the respect. So yeah. After that's done, they're announced the winners, and that's it. Um, I guess that's the end. Um, hmm. Yeah, if you guys liked it, I tried to make it better. Oh yeah, oh wait, actually, the agents, yeah, they report back and they're satisfied because now everyone knows that Deku is a god. So you know, yeah, that's something. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get more like lore and plot like through the next one. I wanted to make it up for the last one because that was kind of messed up. You guys were probably like expecting something good, but nah, I had that Sharon gun. You already know it was good. But nah, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And with that, I'm planning on making a new series because why not? Probably not today, but maybe in the future. But yeah. Um, I still don't have an outro. This sucks. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you all later. Peace out.